All right, and here it is. Okay, so everything we need. We have the tubes. These are the fittings, actually. So these are the fittings for the tubes. To fit the tubes, to connect tubes from here to here. Yeah, so we have them all here. They come really nicely packaged. They look super cool. Look at that. Yeah. So these will look super nice there. I went for the black. Okay, so everything is black. Kind of goes with a pattern there. I have a little bit of RGB, but that's because, you know, I had RGB here and I took it away. Just so it was not too much, but I do have a little bit. Okay, I don't think you can do, you know, a really cool setup without having at least a little bit of RGB. Okay, I don't like overkill, but a little bit is fine. I think this is a little bit, and yeah, we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, I will try not to overdo it with RGB. So this is the setup. I'm gonna put everything away, and I am going to open one by one, and I'll show you all of the parts that we have here. Alright, so first things first, we are going to check out the GPU cooler, the Eisbaer GPX from Alphacool. So opening it up, you have detailed instructions on how to assemble it to your, or to attach it to your GPU. You have the back plate, really nice back plate. And you have the actual GPU. Some of the fittings are here too, so we'll see what that is in a moment. And in here you have the GPU cooler, which I will open. Yep, there we go. Ooh, whoa, this is heavy, man. It's gonna be heavier than the other one. Oh, but it looks so good. Look at that. Yeah, the black one. That's the one I want. This is going to look so good. All right, so there you go. Cooler, back plate, fittings, and instructions. Oh no, these are the pads. Sorry, fittings. I have them there, obviously. These are the cooling, the pads, the cooling pads, the cooler, all the, how do you call it? All the cooling bits and assembling bits. They are all numbered, as you can see, all numbered. Cooling pads, cooling paste, everything is there. So detailed instructions on how to do it and all the parts necessary. This is really, really good. I think Alphacool, sorry, Alphablock, oh my god, Alphacool did a really cool cooling block. All right, let me just open the rest to show you. Obviously, now we are going to open the actual radiator and fan. This is a monster. I honestly, looking at that little thing and this huge, I hope it fits, because I don't really want to buy another box, another case. See, here it is. This is the CPU cooler, so I'll have to detach things from here and just use the actual radiator and pump that is in there. Also, it comes of course with detailed instructions on how to install. This is a big one. All right, big one. We have also here everything necessary to assemble the. That's for the CPU cooler, so we won't be using this. Okay, we're going to save this as it is because we're not going to use it. And then we're going to detach this from here and put it with that because we're not going to use that part. All right. So then we have the big one. I'm going to take it out of the box. Honestly, I don't even know how to... This could cool down my car. I'm pretty sure. This is freaking huge. Let me just put something there as a reference. Like my watch. This is a watch. This is a wristwatch. Okay, this is a wristwatch. Look at the size of that thing. This is gigantic and it's heavy as F. And I don't think I could fit this in my... I don't think I can fit this here. I'll have to take these two fans off. Even then, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I can put this up here and then use this front part to put the... Yeah, that's the only way I can actually see this working. Oh my god, this is going to be a task. This is going to be a task. Okay, first we're just going to focus on trying to get this attached to my GPU. Whew. Like, honestly, this is... I don't know. I may have bitten more than I can chew. Let's see. But look at this. How cool is that? This is just super cool, man. Like, really well-made stuff. And just... Thing is, it comes pre-filled. So now, that's gonna be interesting to do. Because it's already full of liquid. And I will have to take all of this out and use these fittings to... Yeah, but it's just so cool. It's just completely... It's just too big. Just to have an idea. Oops, sorry. Alright, let's see. This has... Let's work in centimeters. This has 39 centimeters almost. My box has 40. Up top here has 40. 42. If I put it from here to here, I have 33. I can't fit it in the front here. It's impossible. I can't fit it there. It's 34 centimeters max that I have. I may try to put it here. Maybe put this one down. Take this fan off. Take these two fans off. Try and fit it there. I think I'm gonna need another box. Another case. Oh, man. Alright, let the assembly process begin. First of all, going to try and disassemble the CPU cooler off of that, and then try to get some tubes, get some fittings, see where we can take this. Yeah, I'll try to make videos of the process, but I only have my phone to do that. I don't have my GoPro here with me. My entire house is under renovations, that's why my office looks like this. This is usually a very neatly cleaned office with an area where my daughters can play. Yes, I have daughters, as you can see. But my house is completely under renovations. I have a bunch of stuff up here, a bunch of stuff down in the garage, just temporarily. So now I'm working with a very little space here, but we'll try to make ends meet. We'll try to make it work. I'll try to make as many videos as I can of the process, but I may have to do a little bit off camera, a little bit on camera. We'll see how it goes, all right? Thank you all. All right, this is where we got so far. So I released a quick release. Alphacool has these quick release. They're very cool. Well, actually they are. They make your life quite easy. So release, put away the CPU cooler. I attached these just for, because I was thinking like these are too close. I won't be able to rotate this to tighten them in. But this actually rotates freely. So this bottom part rotates freely, so you can direct your fittings and your tubes, so it's all good. You just need to tighten this bottom part here to tighten them. What I suggest doing, put some masking tape around, like some electric tape around it, and the only tool I have is like a set of normal pliers, and I'll like try to do it without scratching anything. I'm just going to protect everything around here and in there, all with some electric tape to try and protect it and try not to scratch anything. So I'm gonna try and do that. Then you have the tube, the soft tubes. So all you have to do is take this part out and don't forget to put them in the tube in the right position. Then you have to fit this into the right position, then fit this there. You have to apply a lot of pressure to make this go in, and then tighten this part so the tube doesn't release itself. Okay. So far that's what I'm going to, with this wrench, also very carefully detach this. I think I already disconnected this one, so I'm going to try and disconnect it, but I'm afraid that some cooler may come out, so I have to get like some kitchen towels or something to put around here just in case some coolant comes out, and then I'll just put it in this little container. Try not to make a mess, and then I'll put the fittings in there. Two fittings there, and use this tube, and it's sorted. I paid 20 or 30, I can't remember, but let's say 30 euros extra for this thing because it came with the CPU cooler, but you can get only this to attach to your block, to your cooler block, and you just have to buy the tubes and everything. I could eventually take the tubes out of here and fit them onto my block. Okay, that's also a possibility. Okay, just take this out and fit these directly onto the cooler. But because I have these cool fittings, I want to try and use these cool fittings that I bought. But if you ever buy this one with the CPU, all you have to do is detach from here, and these tubes, these ends, connect them to here, and that's it. The only thing you change is the end bit, the end part. Okay, that's all you have to do. So yeah, you do you, like they say. All right, I'm going to continue on. All right, so far so good. I had to use these two wrenches because Alphacool has these fittings, like I said, and they come with, so they have the quick release and they have the normal fitting. The normal fitting has this little cap, see, and it has the grooves around. But if you unscrew this, they also have a little flat sides, and I was trying to get them out using a 17 mil wrench on these, but no, it works better if you screw this to the bottom and use a 19 mil wrench on the outer cap to just get them out of there. Okay, like I said, I could have used these. Okay, I could have used these quick release, and they are really, really cool. All right, I know probably most of you will be saying like, what the fudge are you doing? Use a quick release, it's so much better for maintenance. Yes, I just think these are much better looking. Okay, so I'm going for that, and then I have this anyway. I can change it whenever I want. So if I want to use those, I'll use, but for now I'm gonna go full on with the nice little CNC machined attachments that are just so nice. Right, so I have these pliers with tape around the tip, as you can see, so I don't scratch them. So I'm gonna use them down there and screw them as much as I can, and then I'll put the tubes with the fittings already on. All this cooler came out, this cooling liquid came out. There's more. Okay, there's a little bit more in there. I'm going to try and get it all out, and just put the new stuff that I bought because it's better. So I'm going to use this one, the Tech Protect 2 clear, because it protects, it needs less maintenance, and it has better temperatures apparently. But what do I know? All right, and then when I have that done, more or less figured out, I am going to start applying all the cooling pads and cooling paste and putting it on the cooler, on the board. All right. I think what I'm going to do first is just attach this really well attached. Make the tubes, fit the tubes, size the tubes, put the tubes on these fittings at least, put these fittings here, put the tubes on these fittings, make them kind of work, and then once I have everything kind of figured out, then I will put that on. I think the last thing I will do, is probably put these on. I think I'm just going to take them out for now. And this is the last thing I'm going to do. Once everything's done, backplate and everything, the board is protected, and I can more or less handle it without having to worry too much. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll just put this away for now, and I will work on this. All right, let's go. Okay, everyone, so a good thing that I actually disassembled the quick release ones, because this little seal that is inside there was actually bent inside, because it was bent and it was inside the hole, so it wasn't sealing for half. It was like kind of like this in there. So I'm assuming that if this got to a really high temperature, it may have caused a leak. So now, I don't know if I actually paid attention to that one, but when I took out this, the quick release one, it was all bent and not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna have to disassemble this one, check it, and then assemble it again. So if you ever buy one of these, you may as well just do the maintenance. Or Alphacool people, please make sure that either get something better. Also, like, that hole is so tiny around the seal. Look at the size of this. So this is actually obstructing water passage. So you may want to rethink these seals, I think. But well, that's just me. This one was actually good. See, I didn't even have to touch it, and it's perfect. It fits well. Just, I think the hole should be a little bit bigger, but on the seal, just. But yeah, this one was good actually, so no issues there. But this one was bent and off inside the hole, so not doing proper seal. All right, this is taking longer than I expected. So, but yeah, in any case, this is well done. Okay, this is fine. It didn't scratch much. They wiggle. Okay, they are supposed to rotate, so that's totally fine. I put minor scratch here, and a couple of minor scratches on that one, because this one has the cables next to it, and it's much harder to tighten. But I wanted to make sure that it's really well tightened. I'd rather have a couple of scratches than not have it well tightened. Then I'll just grab a little like a permanent pen, and I'll just cover the scratches with a permanent pen. Clean it all out, and I think that's gonna be fine. Now the next part, I don't think I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna put the water block on the graphics card yet on the PCB. I am going to try and fit this somewhere in my box. If not, if I can't fit it, I just have to buy a new box, a new case. Sorry, keep calling it a box. It is a box. But I'm thinking that I may need a new case, which I did not want to have to do. Not by a long shot, to be honest with you. Mainly because they're not I know they're not expensive. I know, by like less than 100 euros, and you can buy a whole new case. But I just didn't want to have the hassle of taking all this apart, all of it, reassembling, rewiring. Well, I'm going to try and find a way to put the graphics card there without damaging anything, with having good like airflow and all of that. So I'm going to try and come up with a way. If not, I'll just buy a new card, a new new box. A new case. All right, let's do it. Yeah, this thing is bigger than my case. Didn't call it a box this time. All right, so I honestly, this is just crazy. Look, almost the same thickness, and it's big. It's like almost as big. I can't fit it up there because it will touch the board. I don't have space there. Okay, no way. Don't have space here because it doesn't fit. It's not tall enough. Yeah, I'm gonna assemble this and I'll just use it as a side accessory. I'll put it like here. Put it here to the side standing and just, you know, use it temporarily like that. Don't really have much choice. That's what it's gonna go. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah. Doing the best we can here.